everything, whatever is required for a human being to become a being human, all those qualities he has spread throughout the world. And within the span of 35 years, he has done remarkable things, phenomenal things in the world. And the person who has not only represented the country outside the arena of India or outside the catchment of India, but the person who has represented the humanity to a greater extent was none other than Swami Vivekananda. So that's why in the country, if anyone has to be regarded as the greatest leader who can motivate, who can inspire, who can make the youths to turn towards the Vedic religious scripts, that was none other than Vivekananda. Though Gandhi was there, but as far as Gandhi is concerned, Gandhi was treated as a political leader. Gandhi was treated as a leader who was fighting against the British Empire for the freedom of the country. But as far as Vivekananda was there, he was fighting against the freedom of the mind. What is more important is freedom of the mind. Though we are independent, but our minds are not free, our thoughts are not free, our vision is not free, our objectives are not free. We are in the clutches of so many thoughts and so many visions. So let us all come out of our clutches of those labor or slavery so that we can think in a right direction, we can do the work in the right direction, and we can make ourselves better than what we were yesterday. And that's why we celebrate Yuva Divas today in the name of Swami Vivekananda. And Swami Vivekananda was the person who told various things to the students and even to the youths of the country and even to the religious leaders of the country that India doesn't require lakhs and lakhs of god and goddesses. You take the gods and goddesses and submerge them in the deep water of the sea, because India doesn't require any god and goddesses. India requires only one thing: service to the humanity. And that's why he said, Nar mein hi Narayan ka nivas hota hai. The moment you start serving to the people, there is no need to worship God. God is there in everyone's heart, and everyone, if we say namaste to anyone, then the meaning of namaste is namaha dhante, means I do the salute to the God who is inside you. That's the meaning of namaste. So he says, Nar ki seva, Narayan ki seva means you have to do the service to the humanity. The moment you start doing the service to the humanity, God will always be there with you. And that's why he says, rise, awake and stop not until the goal is reached. So you need to reach the goal, and what is most important is not the destination, but the journey is more important. What is not important is the fruit, but whatever you do, that's most important. That's why doing is more important. And that's why in Bhagavad Gita also Lord Krishna has said, Karmanye vadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. So you have to do only the karma, that's in your hand. To do the things is in your hand, but to have the result is not in your hand. So being the young stuff of this particular country, we need to understand this, that we are here to do only the things which are there for us to do. But we must not think about the result of it. We always think, what will be the result of it? How am I going to score the marks? Will I be gaining the marks? Will I be going to get the first class? Will I be going to get in the merit list? That's not in your hand. What is in your hand is the attempt that you can do, the effort that you can do, the doings that you can do. All those things are in your hand. So that's why all the time we have to think only for the development of the country. And for the youths, it's very important to understand the leaders of the country. If I would have asked you to speak about some of the film stars, you would have come and spoken at length about the film stars or the heroines. But what about these stars? If we do not know these stars, if we are unable to speak even 10 sentences about these stars, then what is the use of having the degree of Indians? To which degree we are going? If we are Indians, if we are Bharatiya, and if we do not know the heroes of Bharat, then there is no use of it. We must understand the contribution of these leaders to the development of the country. We must understand the contribution of these leaders for the humanity. We must understand the contribution of these leaders to bring us to a greater level. So the mental level has to be increased by reading various scriptures of these great leaders. The level has to be increased by reading various scriptures of these great leaders. The moment you come in contact with these great leaders like Swami Vivekananda, and what is Vivekananda? The moment you enjoy the Vivek of yours, The moment you start enjoying the intellect of yours, that's what is Vivekananda. So every individual can be Vivekananda the moment the individual can enjoy the Ananda of the Vivek. If one can enjoy the Ananda of the Vivek, then that person is Vivekananda. So that's why Vivekananda is not that particular person. Vivekananda is every individual. The moment the intellect is being enjoyed, the moment the intellect is being used, the moment the intellect is being used in the service of the humanity, every individual can become Vivekananda. And that's why he was there in the Vivekananda Rock Memorial in Kanyakumari for 3 nights and 3 days, where I too went, and you cannot stand there because the wind is blowing with such a great speed that you cannot stand even on your 2 foot. And that person was there for 3 days and 3 nights doing meditation there. So that kind of a real soul he was. Whenever he used to speak, he used to roar like a lion. And that's why he has attracted the attention of so many people throughout the world. And in Chicago, when he was there in the religious summit, he addressed all the people. All the people, they have addressed the people like ladies and gentlemen. But he has addressed the people like brothers and sisters of America. So that bondage of brotherhood, that bondage of universal brotherhood was practiced only by one person known as Swami Vivekananda. So that universal brotherhood has to be there. Calling someone as Bhai or calling someone as Bahan doesn't mean that Bhai and Bahan. Until and unless there is a strong bondage, until and unless there is a strong union, until and unless there is a strong cooperation, collaboration and coordination between the two individuals, then only that brotherhood will come into action. So that is very important as far as we are concerned. India being such a young country in the world, we have been developing, and by 2047 our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said India should become the Vikasit Bharat. Now it's not, it's only a developing country. It's a Vikashsheel Bharat. Now we want to convert this Vikashsheel Bharat into Vikasit Bharat, developing country into a developed country, and the time slot given to us is 2047. So till 2047, India has to become a developed country in the world, and for that, all of you have to strive hard. All of you have to go to a greater extent. All of you have to come out of your comfort zone. The moment you come out of your comfort zone, then your real skill will be tested. The moment you are in the comfort zone, none of your skills will be tested. So that's why always challenge yourself and never ever show your back to the challenge. Challenges are always there in your life. Even if you walk on the road, there is a challenge. You do not know who will come from the back, who will come from the front, and he'll hit you. So walking on the road has a challenge. Then pedaling the bicycle has a challenge. Then driving the bikes also has a challenge. Driving the car has also a challenge. Everywhere in the world, there is a challenge. Even if you open your mouth, there is a challenge, whether you are going to speak the right or the wrong. So challenges are everywhere. So never ever close your eyes towards the challenge. Never ever show your back to the challenge. Accept the challenge, grab the challenge, and that's what the opportunity that's there in your hand. And what you can do is, you can do wonders when you